afternoon baseball here on the show. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Houston Astros. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
Interleague baseball next. Zach Greinke, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this ought to be fun to watch in this one here today. A guy with over 2,000 career strikeouts. Think about it. He knows how to get swings and misses, and he knows how to paint the corners. Hopefully he'll bring some of that in this one here, and he should be fun to watch.
Ready now is Colton Wong. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Strike taken up in the zone.
First pitch, 4 o'clock.
0-1, here it comes. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 delivery. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here, take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Another 1-2 delivery. Ball. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one.
What an amazing AB right here, and what a message it sends to your entire lineup. This guy knows out on the mound he's going to have to battle today.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And that misses ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
And that at bat will put a smile on any manager's face. The pitch total of the opposing pitcher just keeps going higher and higher, and he still couldn't put him away. So this inning is off to a good start for the guys carrying the sticks.
Next from Milwaukee, Lorenzo Cain. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Nobody out, runner on first. Ball 1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
A 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Little slide step action there, Dan.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat and mouse game continues on.
A runner at first with no outs here. Here's a topper fouled off to the right, and that'll even the count at 2-2. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery, made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Breaking balls in there that time. 1-1. And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
1-2 for Christian Yelich. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
And that'll bring up Keston Hiura. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Runners are at first and second with one away. Swing and a high chopper. Gurriel brings it in. The second for one. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play and the inning is over. One hit, one left. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Brandon Woodruff, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Astros, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Now here it comes.
1-0.
The 1-0 is in there for strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through for a hit.
Batting third, the left fielder, Michael Brantley.
Here's Michael Brantley. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Man at first for him following the one-out single. Here it comes, 1-0. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. There to play it is Garcia, and that becomes out number 2. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Yeah, I think Yordan Alvarez is certainly a guy we could be excited to see play. And this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat, clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa. Ball one to start the at-bat. Here comes the 1-0. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And that'll hurt as the runner will move into scoring position now.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Here's the 2-0. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Over to first, and that retires the side. Astros leave one, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. And now here is Daniel Vogelback, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Vogelbach behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
Fouled away. Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner, and a pretty generous corner at that, as that's the first down of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Here's the pitch. Swing, and it misses. He pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Into the box now, Narvaez. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding his zone.
2 balls and a strike. Hit down the third base line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
So digging in next will be Travis Shaw. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. The 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
A ball and 2 strikes.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
Chopped weakly to the left. Ready with the 1-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Full count now. Payoff pitch on its way. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. Bottom of the inning now, and stepping in the long ball threat, Yordan Alvarez.
Yordan Alvarez.
First offering on its way.
Ball up. That's the ball.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Yuli Gurriel will be next. Swinging on 3-0. Now 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Batting 5th, the first baseman, Yuli.
Next up for the Stros, Yuli Gurriel. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, kicks and deals.
That's the ball. 1 ball, no strike.
One 1-0 pitch on the way.
Yeah.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is 1 pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
The 3-1. Hit softly down the line at first. Now the payoff pitch home. High in the air out towards shallow right. Garcia has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And let's take a look at Colton Wong, one of the more dynamic middle infielders in our sport. Ability to turn a double play, bazooka arm from a second baseman.
Into the box, Kyle Tucker. He swings and misses, throw down. Offline throw, but they still got it. Good job of getting the tag down there.
Very well could have been a hit-and-run attempt there. You kind of have to make contact for those to work out. He didn't, and his teammate was hung out to dry at second.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Fastball called for strike 2.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Astros are down quietly. We'll move to the third with no score. Next to bat, Orlando Garcia, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. First pitch of the AB now. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Now batting, second base.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Colton Wong. From the stretch. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. The 0-1 on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Tucker waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo King.
So a runner at first with one out now, and that'll bring up the center fielder Lorenzo Cain. From the stretch.
That's the ball low.
Here comes the 1-0. This is flared out towards second. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he is in there. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only one away.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
1-0 pitch. That's popped up. no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Third inning, no score to this point. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Here now the 2-2. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Ranging back is Tucker. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, the first baseman, Keston Hiura.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Keston Hiura. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him. Hit hard down the left field line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Fouled off. Ready on 0-2. This is on the ground over to first. Gurriel scoops it up on to first, and the Brewers are turned away as the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Striding in for Houston, Miles Straw, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The center fielder, number
First
3.
pitch of the AB now. As it's on the ground toward the hole. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Jason Castro.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. The windup and the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Now here's the pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Great changeup there in the dirt for the third strike. Makes the throw to first. 2 down.
Now
back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jose Altuve. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. And he fouls this one off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Even at 1-1, the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. Here comes the 1-2. Takes this the other way to right. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Strike one to start the at-bat. A runner on first with 2 away. Throw over to the bag, and it dives back in safely. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. He's set. The 0-1.
1-1.
Two out with the man at first. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Two and one, here it is.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Out of the stretch, the 3-1 home. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Next up, Michael Brantley flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. As he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt. Try and get a swing and a miss.
Popped him up. Shaw is under it near the mound, and that will end the inning. 2 left for the Astros. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Frustration boiling over with an opportunity missed. 3 innings in the books, still no score on the show. All set for the start of the inning, and next the dangerous power threat, Daniel Vogelbach.
Daniel Vogelbach.
First pitch on the way. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
A ball and a strike now. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. The 2-2. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
So here is Avisail Garcia. Fouled away. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Shin high. That's taken for a ball. That one yanked just foul. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
A great equalizer. The changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone. And it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
At the plate now, Narvaez, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Into his windup, the 1-0. A ball and a strike. Fouled off. The next 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. One and 2 count. Here's the pitch.
2-2.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Pure dominance on the mound as he strikes out the side in order. The 3 of us are back after this message and a word from our local stations. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Puerto Rican sensation and former #1 overall pick Carlos Correa gets set to start the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Wong is there. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
The batter, number 44, designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez. Here it comes. As he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. And this is down for extra bases. And there's your winning run moving into scoring position. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Now batting.
What a nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Stayed on the attack, kept his hands inside the ball, and took what the pitcher gave him.
So here's Yuli Gurriel as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. Question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Drilled on the ground to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there.
You know, dealing a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit. I'm sure it was.
mile strong as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. No runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. That ball's down, and in comes the winning run. No problems here, Houston. The Astros are going to walk off a winner.
Hey, this game looked like it was going to be one of those wild ones right from the beginning. But when you could win this thing in walk-off fashion, what a way to win a ball game. A walk-off win?
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. Houston took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Zach Greinke pitches well enough to get the W. Brandon Woodruff couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Astros. 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Brewers, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.